Hello tutor, my name is Rupanshi and my student ID number is S224159283. So today I'm gonna share my HT task for SIT 112, which is Introduction to Data Science and AI. So for this task I have analyzed YouTube videos from major English news publisher about COVID-19. So to gather the video data, I use some keywords such as pandemic, COVID, and like that from channels such as Fox News, BBC, CNN, and MSNBC. The aim was to explore trends in engagement such as views, likes, and comments and see how the results vary across different publishers. Yeah, so let's dive into the first step. So I started by cleaning and preparing the data. For that, I chose a start date and an end date. And here you can see that I use the keywords such as coronavirus, COVID, COVID-19, and pandemic. And these are the news channels for which I have retrieved the data. So after retrieving the data using the YouTube API, which is mentioned here, yeah, after doing that, I checked for any missing or invalid entries to ensure that data was formatted correctly. Section C consists of the libraries that I've imported. Uh, yep, and yeah, here is the cleaning and preparing of the data. So the cleaning and preparing was important because uh, it ensured that our analysis was purely based on accurate and relevant data. So I have filtered out unnecessary columns and I have kept the important ones such as like counts, comment counts, view counts, and video titles. And this is very important section for our code. This is getting the this is showing how the sentiment category works, how it is categorizing the data into positive, negative, and neutral. And let's move to our question. So our question was, what is the monthly distribution of positive, negative, and neutral sentiments in the video titles and comments from Jan 20 to 2021? And use visualization to answer the question for news publisher and discuss observation. So firstly, I imported the required libraries. You can see that I have imported text blob as well. So I use text blob to detect sentiment in the comments. Here we have loaded our data. And the next step was extracting year and month from published and commented columns. Yeah, and this is one of the most important section of our code. Here we have applied the get sentiment function to video titles and comments. This will just categorize them into three columns, which is negative, neutral, and positive. And I have chosen three colors to represent the sentiments. So green is for positive, yellow for neutral, and red for negative. Yeah, this one is our first graph visualization for video sentiment distribution. So I have visualized the data like this. So as you can see that it was almost same for the month of June and July in the year 20 from year 2020. After that, my next task was to visualize the comment sentiment distribution. So I have used a scattered plot to show how different videos performed based on comments. Uh, you'll notice that after July, the data was almost same, but there was a decline in the month of November. In the third graph, we have added visualization for news publishers for the different channels such as Fox News, BBC, and all. And this is the data representing that. And finally, our last uh, visualization is for the monthly sentiment distribution in comments by channels. Doing this task, as since it was HD task, it was not going to be super easy for us. So the first thing that I saw was first obstacle was importing of the libraries. So for the distinction one, when I imported the libraries, it went well. But for the HD one, when I tried to import the libraries, the libraries were not importing. But after that, I refreshed the kernel, restarted the kernel, and the other challenge that I faced was the API rate limits, where doing that was particularly tricky. To navigate these, I implemented pauses in my code to to ensure that I didn't exceed the allowed request. Um, Also, I chose to filter my analysis to only include video with complete data to maintain accuracy. Although these challenges added time to the project, they ensured that we had a more reliable and insightful analysis. With that, I'll be wrapping up my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thanks.